So one unit everyone wants me to try with the end is Kyo. And so here we are. The idea is, of course, that Kyo is going to debuff the enemies for the end to remove the debuffs to do increased damage. It's a good concept, especially because, you know, if the enemy doesn't have any buffs, you still get, you know, the end's passive without having to rely on the enemy, you know, doing what you want him to do. So that's good. The only issue with this, because I already tested this, I actually played like 10 matches. I recorded a full video yesterday, but yesterday I was so tired yesterday when I recorded. I was like, I think I didn't give my best. I think I'm just gonna record again today. The only issue is that how the end's passive works. It's not like, let's say the enemy has 3 buffs and 3 debuffs. She'll remove 3 buffs and 3 debuffs. No, she'll remove a max of 3 of buffs and debuffs. So whatever are the 3 first things that were applied to that enemy is what the end's going to remove. Either be a debuff or a buff. So she caps her damage at 120%. She does not go over 120% with this. She does, because I'm assuming a lot of people think that if you have Kyo, let's say the enemy has Margaret, they use the blue card, they're going to cleanse the ignites, but that doesn't matter because when it comes back to your turn, they're going to get 2 ignites from them again. So you remove the debuffs and the buffs, and you do like 240% damage. That's not how it works. You cap at 120. So I had matches where the debuffs actually messed me up because I debuffed them first, and the debuffs are what's being removed because it's what came first. And they use like a droll taunt, and I removed the ignites plus one of the buffs from droll, and I didn't remove the others. So it's like, it's good. And listen, I love clickbait as the next guy. I could put this team is broken. It's the best. It changed my life. Using Kyo with the end changed my life. But I'm not gonna say that because it's just not true. I would get more views. I'm being upfront. I would get more views if I did something like that on the title. But I'm just I just like you know being honest. The team is good, but it's not the greatest. So, starting off with Merlin seems like a bot to 64, but we'll see. Having emulator issues today. Okay, it's a bot. So, this is a good case scenario for Kyo. Turn 1, I can triple debuff and just go straight in for a big damage shot. Because, you know, this is why Green Golfer is so good as well. He applies a debuff to all enemies. So we're gonna remove 3 debuffs, boom, 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 120. You guys are probably asking as well. I'm sorry, I punched the microphone because it was right in front of me. I'm using Margaret Link on the end. I didn't address that. I chose to go with Margaret Link because I found that when I was using this team, or not just this team, but in general, if you're like, she doesn't deliver the crits in the first turn. It's not really her fault necessarily. Really, like, her crit chance is really good. Like, turn 2 right now, you know, she has 99% crit chance. It's just that the enemy's crit resistances are getting higher and higher, and, you know, what can you do about that? I think this might actually kill Emilia, because we're gonna remove the buff, yep. But I don't know. Because my premise is, you know, what I literally just said about whenever you attack someone that has the debuffs and buffs, you're gonna most likely remove the debuffs first. So whatever buffs they still have left, I'm gonna do increase damage, but I might just switch back to Sauriel. Getting the increased damage on the crits is very helpful as well. Okay, this is where her buff removal comes into play. Unfortunately, I'm going to remove the ignite, so Kyo is not going to hit nearly as hard. But, you know, it's still killed. So, yeah, this bot had gear and everything, so it wasn't like I was doing the absurd damages on the units. Good test. I'm gonna quit because no ever finishing the match, but it's a bot. But good test. I got very unlucky as well my first recording. I was getting pissed because, like I said, like, you know, until last week, no one's using ban. Literally no one's using ban. Come this week, maybe because of the end, even though like no one's using the end, I'm been facing so many bans. I've been facing an absurd amount of bans. I'm not joking. It's absurd. So I'm hoping I don't face any, because this team is not good against ban. Like, the Margaret variant, you know, if you switch Kyo for Margaret, can handle bans. It's still not the greatest, because the end is green. Your DPS being green is not what you want to go for when you're facing a red, you know, obviously. So it goes without saying. It's either Gears HP defense. It is HP defense. Do I want to turn 1 and go for something? I don't think so. I think we're gonna build up the end here and see if we can get a level 3. The issue is that the revive is still a thing, right? So he can of course cleanse, but that's no issue. Okay, we're getting a level 3 because the cards combined there for me. That's really good. That's a one shot. The second card though, oh, I should have switched to Saria. I forgot. Okay, he cleansed the debuffs. So the way this will go, I'm gonna remove the 2 buffs and a debuff. You're gonna see one of the ignites is still gonna be there. I'm gonna go for this. Do I kind of want to kill Goddess Liz, or do I want to kill? I think I kind of want to kill Tarma actually. Let's see this. You see, one of the ignites stayed. It did not kill. If I had Sauria, I think I would have. I think. I'm not being 100 on that, but I think I would have killed if I had Sauria. So that's on me. That's my mistake there. I don't know. I was thinking putting Margaret Link. I thought that. I don't know. I was thinking, to be honest. I think I was just gonna go back to Sauria. That was my mistake. This is gonna take off both ults, very standard. Stun maybe? Stun Diane. Yeah, I have no cleanse. Like if I had Margaret, I could just cleanse and, you know, just absolutely do whatever I want here, right? But unfortunately that's not how it goes. And we're gonna kill the Margaret. Hopefully Tarmiel's cards will not combine. That would be very unfortunate. Nice. Okay. Goddess Liz ult does not trouble me that much. I can just remove it at the end. Like I literally can just remove it at the end. Oh no, because I'm gonna remove the debuffs. See, that's cringe. Like I'm gonna do it just so you see it. Unless, because I've seen it, right? Sometimes the buffs I don't know if it's random. I've used the end so much at this point. Okay, he doesn't have anything. I've used the end so much at this point, and I cannot tell you if it's random or not. I think it's not. I think it's the first 3 things they have. Well, let's see. Yeah, she didn't remove the buffs. She only removed, and I'm gonna die because of that. She removed the ignites. She didn't remove the shield or the reflect. You don't want to debuff your enemy. Like the way it goes with you do not want to debuff your enemy. You don't want to use Q. I thought like genuinely, I thought my showcase, because I did not like this team. I thought it was because I was tired, and I thought, oh, I don't like it because, you know, I'm tired. I'm not giving my best, but genuinely this team is not. It's just not good. The way the end works, you want to remove. You don't want her to be removing debuffs from your enemy. You don't want to give your enemy the leisure of having debuffs so that they can buff and have only debuffs be removed from them. You don't want that. So you do not want to use her with Kyo. On paper, this looks like a great concept. If you think on, you know, oh, I'm going to be doing 240% more damage over 120, but that's just not how it works in practice, unfortunately. So yeah, is it in person? I don't remember their CC. I don't think it is. I don't think it's the same costume. Same cards though, so it could be the same person because sometimes this happens. No, I think this is a bot. It is definitely a bot. It is 100% a bot. I don't like it, personally. This team, like, I could say broken, best team in the game. Please click on this video, but it's just not true. It's just not true. Like, the team is not good. You're much better. Of course, it is. Oh, you expect me to have Margaret? Do you have Kyo? Kyo is a much more exclusive character than Margaret. Much more exclusive character than Margaret. So, I again forgot. Another thing is a bot. He ult rush of Margaret. That's a little unusual for a bot to do. Like, just like that. Like, I think this is not a bot actually. Can I just? Oh no. I'm still getting used to the full screen. I don't think I kill actually. Nah. See, no crits. It's what I'm saying. Like, for the first 2 turns, DM does not deliver on the crits. I don't know if it's just me. I think it, it is because, especially Margaret has such high crit resistance. Such high crit resistance that, you just can't really do much about that. I lost. So, he's gonna disable. Kyo is just an outdated character at this point. Does that block my passive? Let me actually test that. Can I still remove his buffs? I think this is actually a bot. Like, the connection is perfect. Either it does not block my passive. No crits. Like, I still have Gopher's passive going. I still have, insanely high crit resistance, but no crits. He definitely has green. He has to have Green Gale Thunder because I'm struggling with crits right here. But still, I don't know because her crit chance is very high. But it's just a thing. She's just it has to be a bot. There's no freaking way this is a real player. But he played like a pro. I don't know if I want to ult because I'm not getting the extra damage if I ult like this. I don't think I should. I can't attack seal him either. There's not much I can do here. I'm just gonna go with this. But yeah, I just can't recommend Kyo. I think I'm ending the video here. It's just if it when it's like a team that I just don't really feel like it's really worth using like this. I don't think there's even any point. This team is tanky though. Like even my single target is not doing damage. I don't know if they're using Hawk for damage reduction or is it green? I think it's Green Gale because of my struggle for crits. I think it's Green Gale. We'll see once I ult here. But yeah, it's not very good. Stick with, if you have Margaret, stick with Margaret. If you want to use Diane. The Margaret Diane team is very good. I do like it. Is it the best team in the game? It is Green Gale. Yes, of course it is. I don't know if I would say all that. It's definitely very, very good. It's definitely very, very competitive. But it is definitely much better than this one. 100%. It's not even a question. I mean, at this point, I have like max Green Gale for passive. Yes. 120% crit chance. How much damage are you doing on raw, no buff character here, Green Gale? 187 respectable. Again, no blue card from Margaret, which I'm starting to grow accustomed to. Really takes a toll, but yeah, this is it. Kyo.